get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action here. Corral going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm going to see this offense try to spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Corral. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Corral to throw, 1st and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Corral on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's more. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
2nd down and goal. Corral. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. 30, past the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Hey, 43, 15. Here goes 15.
Now it's Mahomes again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
15. Yellow. 43. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he just chopped that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
43. Yellow. Hey, 57, color. Hey, color.
Now Mahomes. And he lost the football. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Play action, Corral. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. There on the stop was Leo Chanel. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, Corral. Finding Walker, complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Corral. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 55 rushing yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Right back to him now. Loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Corral. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, here's Corral with it. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Here we go.
Corral yet again going to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Tommy Tremble in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Across the formation, Hardman gets the completion. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 41, Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Hey, dribble it. 15. Yellow. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, 43.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Corral looking to pass. 2nd down. And Walker has it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On first down, Corral. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. On first down, it's Corral. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this play doesn't work at all, as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. But he lost 6 there on the first down play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 16. Corral looking to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Hey, 15.
Right back to him on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow. Hey, 57, call it, 57, call it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Down right around the 25. In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Now Mahomes. A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
He'll try again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because They're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 2nd and inches, Corral finding Walker complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and 1, Corral looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Corral to Moore there, good for a Carolina first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Brandon, I think that